I'm declaring war on anxiety. I've been very transparent about my journey with anxiety. It started to be very prominent and noticeable when I became sober from my favorite drug, which is cocaine. This has been 3 years in the making. After I sobered from cocaine, which I think I deserve a round of applause for. Sober from cocaine, I found myself experiencing flutters in my chest as I'm thinking about doing things I would normally do regularly. Didn't know where it was coming from. It was a part of the recovery process that I'm still enduring 3 years after I became sober. From that booger sugar. Now, I drink and I smoke like the best of them, honey. I don't know if that's affecting the anxiety that I feel as well, but I'm definitely down to explore it. I do not want to wake up feeling anxious about leaving my home any longer. Interpersonal connections makes me nervous as well, but most of the interactions I have with people are in reverence to me, and that's okay. I can deal with that. But when I walk, for instance, yesterday when we was together and I was walking down that alleyway, I feel everybody's judgment on me, and I feel like it's an intensification of my gifts. Prior to me being socially anxious, I didn't walk around with my gifts as activated as they are now. Okay? They lie dormant because they can drive me crazy. Okay? But when God calls you to use what he gave you, you got to learn how to mature enough to be able to use them without being perceived as crazy. Even though you 9 times out of 10 probably think I am. Okay? But I'm experiencing the world differently. One person in my live video on Sunday prompted me with the question, pump like you used to pump on campus, but I'm not that person anymore. You know, I've grown. I have a lot more to lose. I care a lot deeper about myself as well as the environment. So I declare war on anxiety. I gotta find a way to psychically, spiritually, and physically taper the symptoms. I do have an anti-anxiety spell on my website that works for about a good 2 weeks, but then you gotta recast that bitch. A permanent fix, and for me it's a physical thing. I get flutters in my chest, bro. Like, it's like the opposite of butterflies. It's like fucking moths, bitch. And the most comfortable thing I can do in that space is wrap up in my bed, stare out the beautiful scene of my window, and mind my fucking business. But that's not living. That is not why we have a spiritual experience or a physical experience as a spiritual being. We got to touch the world. You know, they say that humans are social creatures, and thank God for social media because this is my social outlet. But I declare war on anxiety. And the first thing that I want to talk about is matching energy. I think a part of the reason I feel anxious is because I feel like, how can I put this? In my personal connections with people throughout my life, I have always given more than I received. Particularly because of the worthiness factor dealing with my origins, being an orphan. I feel like people are going to leave me or abandon me. So I overcompensate that fear by giving more of myself. Up happening if you give 75% in a connection and somebody's giving you 25%, when you pull back that 75%, they think you did something wrong to them when really and truly you were the best friend they ever had. So now all of a sudden you trying to figure out why they're not scratching your back in the same way you scratched theirs. Is because you did not match the energy that was presented to you off gate. Now you got to ask yourself, why did I not match it? Now I've determined that it was rooted in worthiness. Well, now we ain't got that problem. Every chain, ring, every grill, nose piercing are trophies of who I am. It's a reminder that I am worthy of a equally yoked connection. In relationships, I do the same thing. I lead with the bag. I lead with money, generosity, and companionship, to the point where when I drunk text my ex that I haven't spoken to in 2 years ago, I said, I love you, say it back. This motherfucker tell me money talks. What? I should have matched your energy from day one because Jason Lee was flying your ass out before I even came into the picture. So if you are an overly generous person with the energy God has blessed you with, whether that comes in the form of just being there for people, whether that comes in the form of giving me a cough drop because I need one, goddamn. Whether that comes in the form of, scratching someone's back without the expectation of them doing the same to you. I gotta be honest. When I go hard for mine, I expect loyalty. I expect if I got a problem with a bitch, you got a problem with a bitch. I expect communication. I expect to be able to trust you with my secrets. I should be able to have what I give back in the form of at least being a good fucking person. Unless you're a stranger, and I love to give random money to people I don't know. I just love the energy on their faces. Like, I paid for everybody's dinner yesterday, and everybody's like, oh my God, we love it. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the feeling I like. Now, if somebody comes up to me like this, I'm like, get the fuck away from me. I guess that was a part of my spirit subconsciously trying to balance out the energy of what I've given. I've spent 35 years of my life, 34. I'm giving myself an extra year, but my birthday's in 2 months. You should come see me in New York. 35 years I've been overly generous, even when it comes to my business. Do you know how much money I could have been having without the discounts? I don't think about it because I don't give a fuck about it because I love you and I want you to feel loved by me. So that's the thing. When my ex said that, I give out of love. How can you just say money talks? It's because we weren't equally yoked from the beginning. And that was the closure I needed. So Justin, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It goes the same with friendships, bro. I always overpay people for shit to the point where they don't give me a price for nothing. They just be like, pay me whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, bitch, you just got done scrubbing my feet. I'm going to give you $500 because who does this? Knowing damn well it's a $75 service. But you take that money, right? And when you do that, I expect you not to position me in a place where I got to shoot up your birthday party. I believe that the 34 years of my life overly exerting my energy on people because of that feeling of unworthiness has caused me great anxiety because there's not a lot of people around right now. I'm at peace right now. And now the feeling is still here and I don't have no reason for it to be here. So I have to take accountability. You gave that shit to them people and you got your shit handed to you in your face because they weren't like you. They weren't equally yoked with you. So guess what I'm doing now? You ain't gonna have me calling your phone if you're not gonna call me back. Gonna keep bugging me to do something that costs money, okay, for you when you damn sure can't show up when I need your ass. How do you prevent this from happening in the future? You sit back and watch before you insert your energy into anything. Straight up. Now, again, strangers are different because they're vastly innocent to me. I don't know your stories. You know, I'm talking about in the public. Like, I can sense it. But when I gravitate towards someone and I start buying drinks and stuff like that, that's festive. I'm never going to see you again. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see you in this life and you keep it pushing. But when it comes to interpersonal connections, I am literally seeking equally yoked connections. I buy dinner one night, you buy dinner the next night. Not me. Oh, I'm going out with Boots. I don't need my wallet. Or that girl who got caught up last week talking about something, you ain't never gave me nothing. There was no LOL in your statement, by the way, baby girl, so you was not joking. You just got clocked and panicked. That's what you did. But I digress, honey. I never forget a foe, honey.
A girl have beef with me, she gonna have beef with me forever.
So, in order to finish her, we gotta hold ourselves accountable. anything that's happening in your life, you got to be accountable for. Okay, not everything, but when you look at the grand scheme of where you are right now, there are certain decisions that you have made that causes you to feel internally how you feeling. In order to check that, you got to check yourself. And matching energy and being equally yoked is one check that's on my box, and it's marked off. I've spent the later part in this cocoon very solo. It's just me, my mom, and that's it. Notice there's some people missing from that. Me and my mom, and that's it. For real, straight up. And my pets, and my house, and y'all, and y'all. So as I'm about to start living this bougie life, because you know I like rich activities. That's my anthem for the whole year. Rich Activities. That's my song. That song by Sawate. You know Sawate. That song by Sawate. That's my song for the rest of the year. You see me putting that in my story and everything. I love that damn song because it's a affirmation for me. I'm doing rich shit. Bitch, I'm getting IVs and firming facials. And I'm learning to do so unapologetically. A part of that is the fact that I know that I'm doing things that certain people who got me to this point still can't do. And I'm not boisterous in that regard to make you feel bad. I'm showing the lifestyle because I'm proud of it, one. And two, you can do it too. I'm a black gay man from the South who's expressive. Bitch, if I can make this shit work, you damn sure can. Take it any other way, you can get the fuck out. Period. Your bag of water.
Bag of water built bitch. Shut up. Shut your dumb.